Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Francesca. I am a 7 Cups of Consciousness practitioner and a shamanic sound healer. And my channel is all about love, dating, relationships. I love looking at all the different pieces and layers that go into a relationship, breaking down what seems complex into the super simple to help you on your own love journey. So today is going to be story time. So once upon a time, there was a girl named Francesca. Okay, just kidding. The story is about me. But I thought I would give an opportunity just to show you how much you can shift and change, and then how that affects your relationships and what you attract. So the story today is about the first guy that I started dating after I took a dating hiatus. I had a really ugly breakup, and this was a long time ago. And so I took a break. And the break ended up being a little longer than I had originally planned on taking, but that's totally fine. I was taking classes, getting certified in different things. I was traveling. I was just having a good old time. Was getting promoted at my job, but then eventually it was like, okay, it's time to seriously start dating again because I love being in a relationship. I know relationships. So had a couple dates. I've been talking to a few guys, but then one gentleman came on the radar and I was like, oh, okay. And this is the first guy that I had really liked in years, like really liked, like could see lots of potential. And I've said before, and I'll say it again, you have multiple potential partners in this lifetime. So, there's different factors that are going to determine whether it's successful or not. So I knew this is one of my potential partners. And so, we dated for around 3-4 months. And that's usually one of the check-in points, around 3 months, as to whether you're going to continue or not. In my experience, and I can speak to this in another video if you're curious, there's different, almost unspoken, they're almost like energetic check-in points. There's like the 3-month, 6-month, 9-month, 12-month. So back to the originally scheduled programming, the story, the juice, the tea. And it was around about that time where, it's time to, are you going to be boyfriend, girlfriend? Are you going to pursue, is this going to be something long-term-ish, or at least continue? And he wasn't ready. He didn't want to continue. And of course, I was hurt smushed because I was like, oh, but you're like one of my potential partners. And it's really sad. But after 1 or 2 days of being sad, it's like, okay, I do energy work. Let's start unpacking this. So I cranked up the courage, rolled up my sleeves, and dove in. And I was able to get a little distance because, you need to feel the emotions, feel the sadness, feel, the grief, or however it appears for you. It's perfect. Feel into it. You don't want to block it. Just feel into it, write it, and then you'll come out. And then it's like writing waves, as my mentor says, and that's a great way to think of it. So with a little space, then you get the clarity, right? Because when you're in it and you're feeling it, of course, it was, blah, blah. And the more I looked at it, I was like, there were some things that I wasn't necessarily super happy about, And then I started like, well, why am I really sad? Okay, yeah, you're going to be, you enjoy this person's company, you get along well. So yeah, you're going to miss the connection. But then there was still like this other piece, and that was the piece that I wanted to get to. So I looked, and I had stepped out of the present in this relationship and placed all the attachment on the future. Like in my mind, I could already see like 2 years down the road, etc. And I placed all this attachment on the future. And I had taken a little bit of responsibility for his spiritual journey. He had started meditation. I had shared some things, and I was really excited because it was the first guy that I dated that even knew anything about meditation. So I was like, oh, but in doing so, and him asking me, oh, are there different apps or this or that or books? I took a little bit of that responsibility. So we had to do a little cleanup. So gave the responsibility back, pulled my attachment off of the future, and I began to feel like lighter and lighter and lighter. And then I got even more clarity. And I realized that, yeah, because of how I was holding myself and how he was holding himself, there was no way that this relationship was actually going to work long term. And so I used this rejection as an opportunity then to clean up my energy, get how I configure myself, how I needed to be configured to then magnetize somebody else in. And that relationship was so much lighter, so much, it was so present, it was so much better. And while that didn't last, for a lifetime, that was okay. Because then I didn't feel that same rejection that I did with the story I just told. Didn't experience that at all. So I was like, oh, so this relationship was to then show me that I cleared all that. I'm in a different energetic stance now. I never have to experience rejection again. Do you know how empowering that moment was for me when I realized that? Game-changing realization. I was like, oh, okay. And then I just anchored that stance in even more, and then was able to pull in somebody else. So rejection doesn't have to be this bad, evil thing at all. It's simply an opportunity to see how you're holding yourself, how you need to hold yourself. And once you nail that, you'll never be rejected again. And you'll be so strong in yourself and holding your energy appropriately and your fields appropriately, not attached, not taking responsibility. And so you just get to be present and enjoy and receive. So if you're interested in how to get your energy appropriately moving and shaken in that configuration, it would be an honor to show you the steps and to walk you through it. I am offering free half-hour intro sessions. So I will leave a link in the description box. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe. And if you feel so called, if you want to share in the comments about a rejection that was an opportunity for you. Well, until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.